There is one video I want to see before we jump over to do the things that we usually do, right? Jump into metaphor. We got some VTuber news. So this is pretty bad. So there's a title here from Rima, sorry, my bad, Rima. It says, he used his VTuber agency like a dating sim. The first Filipino VTuber agency collapses. I am going to be very curious to see what VTuber agency it is, because I have no idea, right? And for those who are my audiences, I do have a lot of Filipino audiences. Well, you know, somebody over here likes to be called Pepino, so yeah, for some apparent reason. Then apparently one of my audiences who's Filipino prefers, you know, for some apparent reason, like the nickname is Pepino for some odd apparent reason. So, but anyways, let's see what Rima has dug up on this this agency, and I'm kind of curious because it's been a while since we talked about any VTuber news. So let's go take a look, shall we?
Kometa Virtual Live is the first Filipino VTuber corporation operated for just 2 years before collapsing amidst scandal. Indeed, it was the first Filipino VTuber agency that turned out to be a rich kid spending his daddy's money on his passion project. And, well, his passion, or his libido, should I say, would end up being its downfall.
So it was a rich kid who made this agency. I see.
Revelations from ex-talents and leaked messages exposed a far more troubling reality than the agency's initial public image suggested. A real hotbed of scandal involving the poster child of the agency, Elaine, an attempt at recasting her into a new role, lies, and a secret relationship exposed. Founded in February 2021 by a man named Jira, Kometa launched its first wave of additions in June 2021. The first generation of talents, Elaine, Miria, and Virgil, were revealed in December 2021. For months, Kometa operated relatively smoothly, albeit modestly, collaborating with other agencies and even providing new equipment for Miria to address audio quality issues. So far, so good. The talents were deeply loved by fan bases, and it truly shows in the response I'll show later in the video.
I'm very curious where it goes south. Man, sometimes man, dude, some of you guys need to control your horniness. I just swear to God, okay? All right? You guys need to control your horniness.
Initial period of success, however, would be short-lived. By 2023, the agency was defunct, its accounts deleted or locked, its ex-talents distancing themselves from the tarnished Kometa name. This dramatic downfall was preceded by a series of events that ignited a firestorm of controversy. So let's examine the chain of events that led to Kometa's demise. Now, this story is a slow burn, so make sure to stick around till the end. For those of you who watch my streams, you've probably noticed I'm on an anime training arc focusing on better eating and exercise because, well, I'm always in front of the computer. And honestly, sticking to that, my schedule had me...
Man, I just don't eat. That's about it, you know? I just don't eat. Anyways.
Code with your phone, and thank you for being amazing. Thank you, Factor, for sponsoring the video. Okay, now back to the main content. The CEO Jira started preparing to realize his dream of owning a VTuber agency, or what some would later call his own personal VTuber harem. He made a few
So this is how it was, right? What was my VTuber brother said? Look. I understand that my VTuber brother is finally grown up. You know, he's learned from his mistakes and everything. Honestly, we still make fun of the quote that he said. In his perfect world, all of them would be his, you know. In his perfect world, both of you would be in my perfect world. So it just feels like, you know, I throw a little bit jab at my twin brother, you know, but like, you know, I still love my twin brother at the end of the day. You know, he's grown, he's learned his lesson and everything like that. But it feels like you can use that same fucking quote for this specific VTuber agency. In my perfect world, all you 3 VTubers would be in my harem. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Dude, man. It only takes one horny dick to fucking fuck everything up, you know? It just takes one. It just takes one.
Few posts on Facebook looking for partners and investors for his Philippine VTuber company. Later on May 12, he posted that his uncle had taken care of all the paperwork for him as well as his investment. My uncle's a huge godsend. He's gonna have his people take care of all the paperwork for me on top of his investment. Absolutely speechless when he offered me that kind of assistance. Do you get
That fucking sucks, dude. That your uncle literally helped you out for all of this shit and you fucked it up, dude. In my perfect world, allows us to kill monsters. Shut your bitch ass up. Dude, that's crazy that his uncle literally gave him the hand that feeds him and did all the paperwork and the investment, and he fucked it up because of horniness, dude. That's crazy, dude. That's just absurd, man. How do you mess up, dude?
You guys have any idea how many weeks of headaches these things were? I got sidetracked a lot just to remotely understand the process so I can do things on my own. Now that all of these red tape and legal shenanigans are out of the way, I can do what matters now: designing our flagship VTuber and talking to more artists. Finally, he settled on Kometa Virtual Live as his agency name and created a Facebook page for it. First of all, I'll say that while Kometa held the title of the first Philippine VTuber agency ever created, they didn't really operate as an agency, but more so as a VTuber group. Basically, the talents themselves had to do most of the legwork to ensure that the agency ran properly. They hired their own moderators and did all of the networking and outreach themselves while the CEO was off to his meetings.
So the VTubers themselves did basically everything. They did most of the legwork while the dude was just off doing meetings. Quotation marks, meetings.
What are your meetings, I wonder? Playing Apex ranked in voice call? Of course, at the time, this information hadn't come to light yet, but the agency had no managers, no merch, no advertising of any kind besides Twitter posts. In fact, there was so little resources put in that one of the talent's artists started making collab fan merch just so its talents could get some kind of merchandise for them. Yet the CEO had really high hopes for this agency, often claiming he would one day surpass not just Hololive and Niji Sanji, but also every other entertainment industry on Earth.
Pretty cringy to say now, but I will come back in this. I will come back to this in 5 years. Well, yeah. Well, how's that working for you for being the first Filipino VTuber agency, huh? How did that work for you? Granted, you know, it's not hard to surpass Niji Sanji. I'm just saying, you know. It's not that hard, you know. It's definitely not that hard. The bar is pretty low with Niji Sanji, okay?
He adds, yeah, pretty cringy to say now, but I will come back to this in 5 years. That comment aged like milk. But Jira didn't seem so interested in the nook and crannies of running a VTuber agency. After all that work is complicated and boring. No, Jira wanted to be an e-celebrity of his own. He wanted everybody to know how rich and important he was. The first red flags were the weird and inappropriate comments he would frequently post, especially regarding the assistant he hired, whom he calls Assistant Chan, and another member of the staff he added, whom...
The past couple of days were a lot of fun. I had lunch at Din Tai Fung with the talents. The food was so good. Then the next day, staff, corp sex, and I went to a cosplay Matsuri plus IKEA. Pick related, I should have shown this long ago, but staff's actually very tall. So much mass, they got their own gravitational pull. Interesting.
we will refer to as Staff Chan. There's at least 6 instances of Jira posting photos with staff chan, which can only be categorized as cringe and unprofessional for someone running a VTuber agency. And since I've seen them, now you need to as well. He often posted close-ups of photos of him near staff chan's chest or simply
Say hi to Staff-chan. She works in the law office, so she's always busy with paperwork. So I took her with me too. Why? What is the point of you posting this, dude?
of her chest alone while making weird innuendos and captions such
Staff-chan has to head out because her back hurts, and I gave her more work to do, but I made sure we all enjoyed the days. She really found all of your comments funny, by the way. Interesting. That's interesting. Is she like okay with this? Is she like okay to just like post her breast or so on the internet? Like this dude can just post her boobs? I guess so, I guess. If she's okay with it, then what am I to say? What am I to say? Unless there's something more to this. Could be.
as Staff-chan had to head out because her back hurts and I gave her more work to do, but I made sure we all enjoyed our days. Or in another post he writes, one more staff post because she wants this uploaded as well. Gonna be the last one for now. During the product shoot, pre-order in a few days, she needed to stay warm, so I lent her my favorite Hanten. It looks really nice on her, but the straps broke because of how tight it was. Broken pic in comments, not posting more of this anytime soon because I don't want to look like I'm running a different flavor of entertainment company. Skull emoji. It's even ironic that he claims they were on a product photo shoot and that the merch pre-order would start in a few days, yet never released this merch. All this
Interesting. Because like he's a CEO, right? He's a CEO of a VTuber agency, and this is his like quote unquote staff. You know, he's like his staff-chan, right? This is staff-chan, right? So it's employee of this guy, and he's like taking pictures, but like mostly a lot of the boobs. So it's kind of like, I'm just kind of like, oh, okay, all right.
is to say, it really reads like Jira wants to pose as this CEO who gets tons of women, often posting about his staff members inappropriately or meeting them IRL, which in turn, of course, sparked
college friends and Kometa staff came over for a visit. Here's the here's a staff-chan and assistant selfie texting the Xiaomi lights right now. It's pretty cool. DIY pink filter.
numerous rumors about the two of them. Another player in this story is Assistant Chan, as I've mentioned before. Jira would also make inappropriate comments about his assistant, saying things such as, I love the taste of milk, referring to his assistant name, which is, well, milk. Assistant
I see where this is going. I see.
Chan also had rumors of her being in a relationship with Jira, the CEO, but I haven't found any conclusive evidence besides them exchanging some Twitter terse posts and fan arts. Assistant Chan Twitter account is now privated. The CEO often shirked from
Is this still alive by any chance? Is this Twitter post still alive? Let me see. I just want to take a look real quick. It's been a while since I've opened up Twitter. I don't really go on Twitter because I'm just don't really care to open it as much, you know? But let me see. Oh, right. I forgot. I signed out in a lot of these things. I forgot. Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, it's because I gotta log in again. Yeah. Look at Twitter. Oh god, Twitter. Oh god, Twitter. What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you okay? You having a seizure over there? Okay, Twitter's having a seizure right now. Twitter's having a Twitter is having a seizure. I know it's called X and everything, but it's just kind of like, you know. Okay. Can I log in? Can I log in? There you go. I think it's this one, I think. Hey, Hollow. I think this is my What is happening with freaking Twitter? Twitter, you okay? You alright? You having a spasm today? Twitter is having a spasm right now. Take care, Asta. Be safe, hon. Thank you for coming by as always. Very much appreciate it, so. You take care, you be safe, okay? It's definitely having a weird spasm or so. For some reason. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. Now, shit. I gotta enter a code. I don't think I have the authenticator verification on here, actually, for that, for this freaking thing. I don't think so. Oh, yes, I do. I do, actually. I actually do. Well, I'm just logging in or so right now. Give me a second. All right, there we go. I'm in. Sorry about that. Okay. So let's see. What is the name of this assistant Kometa? Let me see. Oh, it's still alive. And it's privated too as well. So it's still alive, but it's just not it's still the same thing, yeah. There's pictures too, yeah. There's all right. Interesting.
And Twitter account is now privated. The CEO often shirked from responsibilities and important communication with his talents on things he had promised them, such as a new outfit, a new cover, and more. While he was ignoring the talents on important issues, he would simultaneously respond within minutes to fan queries. One instance where he really dropped the ball for his talents was when he promised an outfit to Virgil at the condition that she reached 15,000 subscribers. 1 year into her tenure, while Virgil was streaming Made in Abyss, Jira came into her chat and tells her at 15,000 subscribers he will gift her a new outfit and a new rig on her base as well.
7K subs milestone, I'll get you a new rig on your base too, okay. So 15K subs means I get a new outfit, right? The non-outfit is just a clip-on.
Yet, once she started getting close to this goal, he started being evasive and vague to her in private. Virgil assumed the project was moving along. She even sent him a preliminary design, which we can see here. Once she finally reached the 15,000 subscriber milestone with the help of a very supportive community who all came together to make it happen, Jira started ghosting her. Heck, she even had a stream title.
You promised me a new outfit. Something. Begging my boss to give me a new outfit as he promised. Damn. That's crazy, to be honest.
Begging my boss to give me a new outfit as he promised. But after weeks of no response, Virgil went live and complained about the situation. This made it so Jira had to respond. He showed up in her chat and admitted that the outfit wouldn't happen. I wanted to place the commission, but the cash flow wasn't optimal since some months ago. Forgive me. Failing to deliver on this promise.
That's terrible. That's the worst thing that you can do for your livers, you know, your talents, basically saying like, oh, if you reach 15K, you know, I'll give you a new rig and a new outfit and stuff like that. That's not cool, dude. That's not cool, bro. That's definitely not cool.
Not only betrayed the talent, but also the community and fans who had invested their time, effort, and support in her success. In October 2022, Virgil's computer malfunctioned due to the excessive dust buildup. Despite the talent's repeated refusal, Jira, the Kometa founder, publicly shared an image of the damaged computer on the agency's
Well, I'd like to inform you all that Virtual Kometa's hardware problem is caused by extreme dust accumulation at her PC's air intake, leading it to overheating. May this serve as a reminder to clean your PC regularly as far as bad goes. Jesus Christ, holy shit, dude. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, you always gotta make sure to clean your PC. I'm just saying.
Twitter account, ostensibly to boost their numbers. This act of blatant disregard for Virgil's wishes caused significant distress, reducing her to tears during a Twitter space. The image remains online to this day, highlighting the agency's disregard for its talent's boundaries and well-being. And this image was once again shown to a wider audience in April when Kometa was invited to the con called OnLive. The dusty computer image was once again brought up on a screen during a presentation.
I'm trying here. Next slide.
To which the audience laughed at, as it was the butt of the joke. And while it was initially believed that Jira was the one who brought this idea forward, in the midst of all the backlash the agency would later receive, it was in fact Jay Agonoy, a journalist from VTuber News, who had actually sourced the image from Kometa's Twitter feed and apologized for his lack of oversight and took accountability for his mistake. So this one isn't totally on Jira, but it's definitely something that could have been easily avoided if the image was not posted in the first place.
True.
As Virgil wanted.
True.
Or even if it was removed at any point after. Virgil was then seen responding to this apology positively, replying, "It's okay, bro, you didn't know. Don't beat yourself up too much about it." However, the general consensus remained that Jira should have at any point during the presentation been firmer about not showing the photo. During that same OnLive con, there was another mishap. Jira had asked the talents if they wanted to perform live, but did not inform the talents properly that this was meant to be a on-site performance and not a pre-recorded performance. Virgil and Elaine had volunteered to perform live, assuming they would broadcast the performance from their usual setup. But on the day of the event, as they were waiting in their home for the performance to begin, the OnLive staff asked them where they were, as they rightfully thought they would be performing at the con IRL. It's crazy to think that the CEO never even bothered to put two and two together and explain to them the difference between a live performance and a pre-recorded one, which left...
Wow, dude, this guy, he definitely wants to surpass, Hololive and Niji Sanji and every other, VTube corporation out there. It sure is definitely showing, I'll be very honest with you. Very, very, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Left both talents scrambling to put on a pre-recorded performance together, and fans disappointed that it wasn't a live experience as advertised. Virgil talks about her on-live experience in this clip.
I thought what I was going to do was sing live on like Discord or whatever, and then they would broadcast it to the venue, right? So I was confused when they were like, "Virgil, you said you were gonna sing live, right? Where are you?" I'm like, "Well, I'm at my house. I'm waiting for it." They're like, No, you have to be at the venue." I'm like, "I live 5 hours from the venue." And I was like, "Wait, Gira didn't tell us anything about this. Gira, what am I supposed to do? Pre-record your stuff?" Oh my god! Live means not introducing your VTuber model. Live means not being on the screen. Live means being a human being standing on the stage with a mic, and I am not doing that. We are not even allowed to do that in the first place.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that as a VTuber. You know, you're just supposed to kind of like, you know.
But Mira didn't know because nobody told her. Like, Bossy didn't tell her. She did say if she knew it was pre-recorded, she would have joined too.
Bro, how hard is it to fucking manage a fucking VTuber agency? Jesus Christ, man. Especially with only like 3 talents to begin with. God lord, dude. You have to actually be like so incompetent or so for you to like, you know, run an agency.
Jira then acted like nothing happened and took to Twitter to brag about his experience.
I've been trucking along the entire day without sleep. Still a lot of business and VTuber community people reached out to me, and I enjoyed on live so much. Thanks to everyone's support. I love you all, and I'll sleep now. Please take good care of our standees or else.
However, so far, all of these events could be chalked up to immaturity or irresponsibility.
Yeah, it's
What was
just mismanagement, 100%.
really the spark that ended up triggering a domino effect was the graduation announcement of the agency's poster girl, Elaine. Now, the graduation notice itself was fine. It explained how Elaine had to graduate due to several insurmountable health concerns following her recent diagnosis of diabetes. Elaine also had prior issues. The statement reads, "She has been working with us streaming and making music for her fans despite struggling with deafness in her left ear, chronic pain due to a herniated spinal disc, and schizoaffective disorder. However, after lengthy discussions after her latest checkup, we have come to an agreement that graduation is necessary to help her manage her symptoms." The notice itself was received pretty well from fans and her genmates who all wished Elaine support and to get better. Elaine then went live for her graduation stream, but what happened next shocked the entire VTuber community, including Elaine's genmates.
It's hard to let go of who I was as Elaine. But since, Kometa has limited resources and there's just so much that Kometa can deal with during my graduation, I decided that I will be keeping touch with the management in choosing the next Elaine to take my place.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad.
And make sure they're able to do justice to my character.
During that stream, Elaine tearfully explained that she had agreed to a replacement for her VTuber model, meaning someone else would take on the role of Elaine. If you're new to the VTuber community,
That's bad, dude. That's really bad, dude. Are you serious? Oh man, that's like kind of like one of the biggest taboos in VTubers. Like, you just can't take over someone else's like career, because you didn't earn it. It's not yours. That's not your community. That's not your subscribers. That's not, it's just not you. You didn't earn that shit. They just gave it to you.
just know that this is a huge taboo, essentially reducing the VTuber to their avatar and character persona. But what fans really cared about has always and will always be the person behind the VTuber. This is something that has happened in the past with the controversial agency Wactor, who had attempted to recast some of the VTubers.
Ugh, fucking Wactor. Ugh. Look, now you kind of look. It would be cool, right, to be in an agency just to kind of see how everything kind of works behind the scenes. It would be kind of nice just to get like a different experience to kind of learn, just to be in a VTuber agency, to kind of see like, oh, okay, so this is how everything works. This is what this does. That's what they do. This is how they manage. This is how like certain things are done. This is how like partnerships is done, or like sponsorships, like negotiating with sponsorships, or getting in touch with sponsorships and all of this other, you know, what just basically like in Spanish. In Spanish is what it's called, like como el agua cura, you know, it's like how the water runs basically. It's like it's to learn something different, you know. Like I wouldn't mind being in a VTuber agency just to learn the ins and outs of stuff like that, you know. It's a big no-no in the VTuber community. Like that's one of the most frowned things ever in there. Yeah, it is definitely one of the biggest frowned things because it's like it's not yours. That's not even you. You're taking over someone else's who did all the work for you, you know? If Code got replaced, which we all know will never happen, but if that were to happen in a BS world, I would have been like, who the hell are you? Give us back our code, you foul bitch. Get the fuck off my screen. I'll never get replaced. You can't replace me. You can never replace me.
Voice actress had also been replaced, sparking backlash from fans. Kizuna Ai ended up refuting these claims in 2021. However, her brand has suffered and never would be the same again. So I'm
Is
not
Kizuna Ai still even alive these days? I don't even know if Kizuna Ai is still around actually. Is she still alive? She's still kicking? She's still living? I have not heard this person in such a long time. They're live right now. Yeah, they uploaded like 4 weeks ago. What's happening here? Sheep? Did it mean sleep? Is that what they're talking about? I have no idea what's happening here. 29 days. Huh, interesting. What was the most last live stream? Does she still I doubt she's the same person. Like I really doubt she's the same person. Let me see. I just want to see just real quick.
こんばんは。今年もこの日がやってきたね。本日6月30日は愛ちゃんのお誕生日。みんなはいということでね、よいしょ座ります。最初冒頭圧かけちゃったね。はい。
That's interesting. That's very. I'll do it later, not right now. That's very interesting to see that. Is she still? I just want to hear her because it's been such a long time since I remember.
気にせず遊んでた。めちゃくちゃ楽しかったね。なんか去年さ、私の知らないとこで結構物語生まれてたけど。
That definitely does not sound like the old Kizuna Ai. I could be wrong though. It's been like forever since I've seen Kizuna Ai though. So.
sure why Kometa or even Elaine thought this would play out any differently. Needless to say, her fans did not take these news well. Her chat begging to let Elaine leave with her legacy and to not replace her. This situation then caused a massive public outcry. Her genmates Virgil and Miria also expressing that they don't want Elaine to be replaced by someone else. Following Elaine's departure, fans launched a petition opposing the reuse of her model, a move propelled by the emotional investment in the character and the desire to protect her legacy. The agency's silence in the face of this outcry, coupled with Virgil and Miria's public endorsement of the petition as they retweeted it, further fueled the controversy.
That's
and
crazy.
underscored the growing dissatisfaction with Kometa's handling of the situation. The petition itself claimed they felt that Elaine had been reading from a script while speaking out about how being replaced was her own decision, and also highlighted how both Virgil and Miria had spoken out about this decision, albeit obliquely, and have mentioned that they were unable to say anything further about the situation despite clearly wanting to. The two remaining VTubers' lack of streaming as well as their recent tweets also depict clear emotional distress about Elaine's situation, as well as an inability to accept it. The statement reads, "We fans have grown to not only love the characters, but the people behind them as well. Simply put, for everyone involved, there is only one Elaine, and nobody asked for this to happen."
That's true.
As the news
That's
went
true.
viral and and the backlash from the community mounted, Kometa then decided to release a second statement to clarify concerns and offer a compromise to the fans. To our supporters, in the interest of addressing the concerns raised by the community, we would like to make clarifications and changes regarding our course of action following Elaine's graduation. First, we would like to clarify that having a new talent take on the role
Thank you
of
for the
Kometa's
follow. Welcome,
flagship
welcome.
VTuber was Elaine's choice. It was her decision to ensure that there will be a VTuber to carry Kometa's branding and vision. We respect Elaine's wishes in this regard, and audition staff will be working with her to select the new talent. Secondly, while this talent will carry the legacy of Kometa's flagship VTuber, we would like to make it clear that she will be a separate personality from Elaine. To make the distinction, we will be using a different name and a modified design for her model. And third, following community feedback, we amend the decision to private/unlist Elaine's stream content. These videos will now continue to be available for everyone to view. I would like to reassure all of our supporters that this is not a standard practice for all of Kometa's VTubers like Virgil and Miria. All of our talents have always been irreplaceable to me, Kometa staff, and the community, as all of them have worked hard to build Kometa to what it is today. It was only due to Elaine's request, her mutual understanding and interest with management and status as our flagship VTuber, that this decision was made. We will be more active in keeping the community updated as we move forward, and we hope that you continue to support us as we navigate this transition. As a VTuber fan and part of the industry, I have always been aware of the implications this decision will bring, and I take full responsibility for carrying this course of action out. Thank you for your continued support, Jira. Essentially, the statement is shifting the blame and responsibility to Elaine, whom they claim it was only due to her request that this decision was made. However, this was not what had initially transpired from her original graduation stream, which felt more like it was a decision done out of necessity due to the agency's lack of resources. Moreover, the fact that Kometa now claimed they lacked the proper funding to launch a new VTuber was odd, considering they had just opened auditions for their second generation on January 6th of 2022, yet nothing had come of that. So was it all just a front? In an interview with VTuber News, when asked what was the initial reason behind privating Elaine's content, Jira explained, "We and Elaine initially agreed to make her old content unavailable to view. This unpleasant choice was made under the assumption that the channel would be reused because we determined that meeting YouTube's monetization requirements wouldn't be feasible for Kometa's immediate growth."
Man, dude. They even also reused the channel too on top of that. Because like if her old content is there, right, that means like the old, like people aren't gonna watch, you know, people are gonna watch the old Elaine, and then they're gonna remember it's like, oh yeah, this Elaine is not the same as the old one, you know.
However, because of some recent business development, it turns out that we can, thankfully, afford to start from scratch after all. And when confronted about the remaining talents venting on Twitter Space, Jira responded, "Virgil and Miria feel a lot for Elaine and our community. They acted fast out of what was corrected them under the limited context of being a talent with a community and deep friendship with Elaine. We spoke with each other the night before the second statement was made, and it was something we agreed on." In another Indonesian article, Jira claims that he listened to fans and that the final statement from Kometa was considered by fans as a good decision because it dared to listen to the voice of the community and also transparency about things that happened to its talent. Adding insult to injury, a segment of the fanbase defended Kometa's action, insisting that the situation was being overblown and that critics should have shown more patience. This is a tendency for some fans to prioritize the agency's image over the well-being of the VTubers themselves. Now, the next move is one of the most bizarre moves in this entire saga. Jira goes on to change his Discord PFP and About Me to "I know all of you will want my head on a stick after this," and then goes live on stream to play a game with Assistant Chan and another undisclosed female VTuber with the caption stating, "This is a friend of mine, not related to my work." And who does that friend?
That is so weird. Is this who I think this is?
turns out to be? That friend turns out to be Sarah, which is none other than Elaine.
I fucking knew it, dude. I was like, is this who I think this is? Interesting. Interesting indeed.
Obviously, people put two and two together very quickly as they recognize the voice, so news starts circulating, people start talking about this. About an hour into the live stream, Miria unpins the flowers she had made for Elaine's graduation from her Twitter profile and tweets, "I'm breaking down at work and my coworkers don't even know why I'm crying." She then goes live on a Twitter space where she is crying and reportedly breaking down. As this happens, Jira learns about it, says he wishes her good luck, and then puts the screen on pause while he goes to deal or listen to it.
Really? Is she on Twitter space right now? I wish her good luck, man. Why check that?
Oh, she is, I think. Oh, she's at work right now. She's
Oh,
on Twitter space. Yeah.
wait lang ah. Can you shoot her a message, Assistant Chan?
Okay, I got it. It's done.
Yeah, let me just see also if there's anything that I can do. Give me a moment, guys, okay?
Meanwhile, his chat is wondering what the hell is happening. After a few minutes, he comes back, half-handedly says that they tried reaching out to her, but she's holding a Twitter space right now, so she might not have seen the message. They play a little bit and then decide to end stream, probably to go handle the situation and deal with the backlash it's about to cause.
Yeah, still no response, guys. Unfortunate. Well, I'm not going to stream anymore until we figure this out. Not really get to the bottom of things because I'm doing what I can right now, right?
Meanwhile, Virgil, on her PL account as Riona, says that she is going to comfort Miria. There seems to have been a betrayal that Miria must have felt in that moment, seeing her former genmate and the VTuber she was rooting for and defending from being recasted show up on Jira's stream. Or at least there was certainly a breach of trust that was done, which makes this next step even more disheartening. After the stream, Elaine decides to record a voice memo on Twitter asking people to move on and defend the agency.
I just want to rest. I know it's been difficult, but please let's all move on. I thought everyone wanted the best for me, and when I felt better and got everything I wanted, everyone else is still hostile and angry at each other.
Pretty much slighting all the fans that had been defending her until then. And the timing of it almost feels like this is a direct response to Miria's Twitter space and the speculations around it.
Honestly, it makes me feel really bad that everyone is having all of these misunderstandings and all of these negative feelings after I've left, which I of course wanted to leave on a good note, and it's really sad that I had to address this on a voice message just so people would know that it's actually me using the account. But you know, I'm still here. As much as I've graduated, I'm still watching over everyone. That's what I said. I'd be looking after everyone. And, you know, I always wish the best for everyone. I always wish everyone good. But for some reason, after I've been really happy with the result or the amends that were made by, you know, that I don't have to be replaced, I'm really happy with the result. And for some reason, everyone is still mad at each other. Everyone's still fighting. And at this point, I don't even know anymore whose side everyone is on. And, you know, I just feel like everyone is just using my graduation as an excuse to hate on each other. And that seriously isn't making me feel any good. And I just want things to stop. I just want things to just, you know, end. And I want to move on, honestly. But thank you for caring about me. But your job is done. It's all done. I want to move on. I'm happy with whatever is decided. So, thank you.
I just want to rest. I know it's been difficult, but please, let's all move on. And then she tweets, I thought everybody wanted the best for me, and when I felt better and got everything I wanted, everyone else is still hostile and angry at each other. After that, it was like a lid had been blown up and angry at each other.
Oh man, this isn't great at all. People still at each other's throats over this and even make talents feel distress after she tries to move on, bruh.
After that, it was like a lid had been blown up.
No one is minimizing Elaine's health problems. Can this repulsive asshole actually take responsibility? He just attacks imaginary straw men that don't exist. Apologize for your behavior. Improve management structure. Bro literally did nothing but bang his staff and ghost his talents. His actions involve him paying league. Who said minimizing Elaine's health? We love her, and even the other Elaine replacement thing might have her consent, but the CEO should at least try to see it in an audience perspective too. Also, losing all members of Kometa, which everyone cares about, there be issues in management.
The internet erupts in.
It's horrible to see fans turn on each other amidst all the confusions and anger. Sorry you have to see this side of the community. It's time to move on. Good luck on your journey, Elaine.
Infighting. The community was split.
I think your CEO should resign and return to university and have someone with proper experience to run your company instead of putting too much stress on your idols. Yeah, that's very true.
People that were extremely unhappy
Jesus
with
Christ.
the situation, and the people defending Elaine and the company. But a few weeks later came in the final nail in the coffin. Miria and Virgil's graduation is announced, and
Damn, that's crazy. They both graduated.
set for June 26. The statement reads, we have decided to completely retire their corresponding IPs and assets. Please wait for future announcements regarding our policy on their legacy content. So Kometa's complete collapse, with the entire roster departing, marking the final ignominious chapter in its short-lived history. And yet, Kometa doesn't even bother with a statement officializing the dissolution of the brand. They kind of just go on quietly. Now you're thinking, okay, well, at least it's over. But it's not, because it actually gets worse. Some of the
I'm curious. When does the harem part begin? That's what I'm curious about. When does the harem part begin?
Discord mods eventually came out with their own response, upset and confused at the situation. Left in the dark, demanding explanations and wishing to distance themselves from this situation, as the internet branded them as Jira spies. Shuriver, one of the Discord mods, starts by saying, you can't tell me not to retweet this. I'm a fan like everyone else, but uninformed until recently. You told me you're responsible to some of the hits, but I still feel like you haven't told me and the Discord fan server and its staff everything, Jira. We demand full closure on whatever this press conference will happen with the talents. We, the Discord staff, are taking hits and being called Jira defenders because of everything happening around Kometa and our lack of information. I haven't made an announcement on the state of the fan server yet, but in conclusion, all volunteers on Kometa's Discord fan server will be leaving on Miria's and Virgil's graduation. As for what will happen with the Kometa's fan server, importantly, I will not hand it to Kometa. I will make a proper announcement on this because I don't have Twitter Blue to write everything down. It's about me, the Kometa fan server staff, and the server. If you have questions, you can reply to this tweet. I suppose with me voicing out might help them do a better move or something. Unless they see me as a nobody as well after all the effort and support I and others did to gather and make a fan server for the community and do community projects. If you guys also have complaints on us, I will try to address them on my announcement. And a second Discord mod named Haru also tweeted out, I can't form into words how utterly disappointed I am. Most fan server staff are merely college kids, and honestly, I feel like we were taken advantage of. The fan server didn't quite feel like a fan server anymore because everything had to be approved by Jira. We were branded as Jira defenders or Kometa spies because we were giving you the benefit of the doubt. You lied. No more. It's just sad to see this community be in shambles because of your inability to be a good CEO. It's a shame because at some point we looked up to you.
Dude, how hard is it to fucking run like a VTuber agency with like even like not even a big VTuber agency, just a small VTuber agency with like 3 of your talents? How hard is it to run that? Like, oh, good dude, man. Holy shit, man. I feel like some people who just can't. I feel like people who like just shouldn't run businesses if they don't know how to run businesses. It's just pretty obvious.
Later on, Kometa posted a survey to, quote, consolidate questions and concerns regarding our Gen 1 graduations, end quote, and have agreed with the community to open a forum and claim they will address these responses on a stream. Yet, as you can guess, this was also never addressed.
It never
This
happened. Yeah.
YouTuber called Vods also reached out to Kometa's assistant at the time to ask some questions about the ongoing issues before making his video, and received no answers as well.
I got no answer. Now let me show you what I actually asked assistant. So I said, and this is May 23rd. You see that? Hello, thanks for your reply. Blah blah blah. Questions to skip. I said, feel free to skip that cannot be answered. And so we'll read through it. So why was there a surprise between Miria and Virgil about the announcement of Elaine being like replaced? Right? I've said that before in my own video, but I wanted to ask assistant this, and hopefully this would be forwarded to Gira. And news dropped. It talks about potential money issues, which now has been a bit more clear, especially with that last statement from 7 months ago, or well, sometime between 7 months ago, about not being able to get a outfit for Virgil because money issues. It's adding up a bit, so like it's going under, possible, maybe. The concerns of auditions. Now this is what's even spicier to me, right? Is like rumors of unethical things happening within Kometa staff. What does Kometa have to answer? Potential that there was an intimate relationship between staff. And this is a screenshot short, right? But this is a trust me bro moment of
Yikes. And it doesn't even have much to do. His thing should just be saying yes or no to his talents, and the talents go do their stuff, but all he does is nothing. I feel like he hasn't really done anything. There's really hasn't been a single thing that he has done, because so far the talents have done mostly all of the legwork compared to him. What did he do throughout what is it, 32 minutes in this video? What the fuck did he do? Post pictures of fucking Staff Chan's boobs on I don't know whatever social media it is, Twitter or something or whatever. That's it. That's literally it. Nothing else. That's all I know so far about what he has done. Just post boob pics.
I didn't get an answer, and I'm guessing because I said please feel free to skip any.
As the agencies goes under, rumors and speculations start running rampant. One in particular is
The problem is that his uncle was the one that gave him the investment money and did all the paperwork for him. So
making its round. The rumor that the CEO is basically dating one of its talents. So people start digging. Netizens start going through everyone's accounts and matching items from photos, from live streams, to see if they can find anything. And what they found is a lot of
am I gonna think what this is going to be honest, chat?
evidence. What started as a rumor about Jira dating one of the talents concretized itself into Jira is actually dating Elaine. And not only...
Wait for it. Wait for her to say it.
dating her. They were living together all this time. And fans found out about this by matching the items in their house or from photos they posted online.
Crazy.
They
Crazy.
found out that Elaine had used the same blue spatula during her handcam stream as during a company-wide collab where they claimed to be at a resort. They figured out that it's the exact same plate that she posted on her Twitter that was used in the same collab as well. That it's the same couch in Jira's maid photo as the one posted on Elaine's Twitter, and the same cement wall in Jira's house than in the quote-unquote resort. Finally, they were either sloppy or just not subtle about it at all. In one of Jira's Apex Legends stream, you can hear Elaine waking up in a Discord voice call.
How are you? Good morning, Elaine.
What? Why? Why are you streaming while you're in a voice call with her? Can you just not make it any more obvious than it needs to be? What the fuck?
Oh, you're awake now. Hi. Chat was listening to you sleep the whole time. Yeah. Look, everyone's saying good morning.
Now suddenly, everything made sense.
Interesting.
And people were pissed. And yet, throughout all of this, both Kometa and Jira remained absolutely silent. But do you know where he ended up responding to? He responded on his personal Discord server. Not the official Kometa Discord server, not on the Kometa Twitter account, but on his personal Discord server where he would invite people to play Apex with him, which ended up getting leaked, of course. He writes, Elaine graduated because she simply can't stream on a schedule anymore. I hope people stop minimizing her health problems since it's brought a lot of suffering to her. Also, don't forget that all expenses for me to set Kometa up are out of pocket, not an investment firm or a bank loan.
But you just said that your uncle gave you investment money at the beginning of this. What do you mean? What? So you were lying the entire time?
This company and passion isn't disposable to me, so I'm definitely not throwing what I want Kometa to be into the toilet for something as stupid as office romance. Well, that is already untrue since we know his uncle helped him out with the initial investment.
Yeah, you just said your uncle helped you on the investment. That makes no sense. Either you're lying about the investment of your uncle helping you on the investment, for I don't know what's the reason. What's the reason for him lying about his uncle's investing on his thing?
As we saw early on in the video, Jira also strongly believed that this wasn't the end of his agency. He goes on to say, all I can say outside of interviews is that we'll continue to have talents under us under an improved management structure. This isn't the end of my work. It simply didn't work out for them, so I'm giving them what they want, which is an exit/graduation. Besides that reassurance, it's kinda useless for me to say anything since it'll be buried under a lot of drama or paint a target on my staff members. I'll let my actions speak for myself and hope that circumstances are better this time around. If he really thinks it's useless for him to reassure people or say anything, then why even bother typing this out in his private Discord server? Who is it helping? Who is he trying to convince?
That's true.
Himself? You know, perhaps this is why he never put out an official statement dissolving the brand. Bro legitimately thinks Kometa can stay afloat. Some say he is still out there looking to found his next VTuber agency. Huge thanks to my community Discord for bringing me this story.
That's
If you want
crazy.
to suggest or submit stories to be featured in my videos, join my community Discord and take part in daily VTuber discussions, watch-alongs, and more. Join at discord.gg/.
That's a pretty crazy thing to say, to be honest. As a Filipino, I seen how thirsty guys can get. They turn almost any platform into a dating app. I've been asked so many times by random Filipino guys while playing online games, whether it's MMORPGs, MOBAs, etc., for dates and stuff. You don't even need to be you don't need to be an attractive as a girl. As long as you're a girl or they suspect you're one, you're in their sights, baby. Jesus Christ. Yeah, man, dude. Man, bro, just stop being horny, bro. Stop being a gooner, man. See, this is what happens. This is what happens when you're being a gooner, bro. This is literally is what happens. That's crazy. I don't even think he actually got like his uncle's investment money. I don't really think so. I think he was probably lying out of his ass about it, to be honest. Jesus Christ. How hard is it to run a goddamn business? Man, dude. Jesus Christ. Like, not just any business, like a VTuber business, you know? A VTuber agency. How hard is it? Like, it's like you're not managing fucking like 20 plus VTubers. You're just only managing 3 VTubers. 3. Just 3. It can't be that hard. Especially on top of that, being the first Filipino VTuber agency, right? So that means everybody in that agency is Filipino, right? So you expect to be like, okay, so everyone's on the same ground. We all live in the same, you know, in the same area, same district, same fucking country, state, fucking void, fucking parallel dimension, you know, we all live in the same fucking place, okay? So it should pretty be fucking easy to kind of like, you know, talk to each other and kind of communicate because you're all in the same time zone. But no, man. Oh, man, dude. Ugh. And then on top of that, you know, whatever, dude. Whatever. I don't get it. I don't understand how, like if that is your passion to own a VTuber agency, it's just like, just do it right. Just do it right. But yeah, anyways, that was a good video. And that was a very, very, very good video from Rima Evan Stars. It's been a while since we looked at like crazy like stuff like that, you know? You come down, Sunako. Never. I never calm down. Don't tell me to calm down. You calm the fuck down. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy in my personal opinion. Hey, Sign, how you doing there, hun? Welcome. I don't know, to be honest. It's just crazy, like, that you want it, like, your passion is to run a VTuber agency. Cool, awesome. Go for it. 100%, I'm rooting for you. Go for it. And then you fuck it up so hard, not once, not twice, not 3 times. It still keeps going. It still keeps fumbling the bag. Let Ko manage the Filipino branch. If it fails, she can blame King like always. Well, Kometa's dead. Kometa's a dead VTuber agency. That's crazy, to be honest. I'd be curious to see what their what the livers are doing now. If they're on their private, you know, PL or something, or they stopped streaming in general. So, but yeah, anyways, that's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff. It's kind of a pretty interesting, like, tidbit kind of history or so. Like, this is a little bit more of a history kind of type of thing for us to learn about, you know, because this happened a while ago. So this isn't anything fresh or new, but this is very interesting to kind of basically see that he basically used it to goon, you know? It's crazy. It is crazy. But yeah. that's the end of the video, and peace.